Assalamualaikum. Let's us continue. Kadang misap with Malay and English. Right now now the next part I'm just going to show you the two other forms of let's see, where is it? Right, which called the passive verb. Passive verb is fi'l majhul. Is everyone around?
Yes.
Okay. You have passive verb for madi, which take the forms of if it's a normal active verb or normal verb, it will be ghaliba. Ghalaba. Sorry, ghalaba. Ghalaba means it will be active madi, active past tense. But ghuliba is passive. So ghuliba is with dhamma and kasra. Ui, the sound is ui. Ghalaba active, ghuliba passive. So the translation will be ghulibat in Rome, ghulibat in Rome. So the Rome has been defeated. Rome has been defeated. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. If ghalaba Rome, then it will be Rome defeat. Rome defeated someone. So ghulibat in Rome is Rome has been defeated. Okay, it's term majhul because the doer of the verb is not known. The doer of the verb is not known. Who defeated Rome here, do not know from the sentence. That's why it's called majhul. Majhul comes from the word jahil. Alam. So mim and waw actually is the form of isim maf'ul. Unknown. The one made unknown. Majhul. Made to one that's made unknown, not known. One's not known. Okay, so ghulibat in Rome. Rome has been defeated. And so we have hushira, ui, hushira, wa hushira li Sulaiman junuduhu min al-jin wal-ins, and has been gathered for Sulaiman. Hushira has been gathered, or gathered for Sulaiman, his army comprising jinn and men and birds. Okay, so those are the hushira. Right? So there are not as many as the normal verbs. So it's no point for you to actually trying to learn all the different forms of the majhul verb or the passive form, because normally what I've seen in the Quran, only the singular third person form that exists. Okay, ghuliba. And not many of the other forms. So just note that if it starts with ui, there are also verbs which are passive. Then it needs to be translated in the passive manner. Okay, just be aware of that. Okay, because there are not as many as the normal verbs. And for the fi'l mudhari passive form, the present tense passive form, you can see that it will be this is also the passive form, fi'l madhi, utiyat and ulkiya. Okay, utiyat, ulkiya, right? These are also passive, same ulki, ui. The sound is ui. Right. Here I don't have for the imperfect tense. That be ua. That one I will show you next week. This one is the old slides we have missed out. Okay, so that's the normal passive form for the perfect tense, okay, for the madi verb, right? If it's the imperfect tense, the fi'l mudhari will be ua, like how the ua, then be yuhsharu, yeah. Ulki will be yulqa. Okay, that one I think I will show you next week. I'll add in the slides. Okay, right. Okay, let's practice in the Quran about the verbs. Right. Let's go back again to Al-Fatiha. And I showed you just now. Okay. You have the first verb that appears in the Quran is that the fifth sentence. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Where you have, where's the verb here? You have the na'budu.
Na'budu.
Na'budu, you can see that it begins with nun. Fil mudhari can either begin with Anita. Okay, the acronym is Anita. Hamza, nun, ya, or ta. So nun means is a nun means is a na'budu means who's the doer? Nahnu
Nahnu.
means we. And the root word is ain badal.
Abada.
Abada. So na'budu, we worship. Abada, abid worship. Na'budu, we worship. So it's a fi'l mudhari. Only you we worship. Na'budu. And the other verb will be? The other verb will be?
Idina.
Nasta'inu.
Nasta'in.
Okay, nasta'inu. Same. Okay, it begins with nun. Na'budu, nasta'inu. Okay, only that this verb has more letters because it's a advanced form. The root word here would be, what would be the root word? Is
Ista'i.
ain.
Ista'i.
The root word is ain ya nun.
Aun. Aun.
Aun. Ain waw nun and ain ya nun. In Arabic, when this ain takes a dhamma, ya will become waw. So to make it easier on the tongue. Okay, if ain takes a kasra, the waw becomes a ya. These are the weak letters. They say will follow the harakat of the first the letter before it. If it's a waw, is a dhamma on ain, it will take a waw. If a kasra on ain, it will take a ya. So that's why you have ta'awun to help. Helping each other ta'awun. Wa ta'awanu ala bil bir wa la ta'awanu bis what? Bil-ism. Sins. Right? So sinta is additional. Okay, sinta is additional means to seek. Sinta means to seek. Any word with sinta means to seek. So nasta'inu, we seek help. We seek help. So unto you, only unto you we worship, and only unto you we seek help. Okay, that's right. Okay, the next verb will be
Idina.
ihdina. Actually, it's ihdi. Ihdi. It should be ihdi. That's actually the word. Why? Where goes the if it's fi'l amr? It should end with shukun, right? Right.
Yes.
So ihdi, you know the hamza with the short up there is an additional. So we have only what the root word hadal.
Ada. Huda.
The third letter is missing. Okay, actually it's hidayah. You can see that hidayah. How do I write it?
Hadam.
Let me. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's use this one. Okay. Okay, here you have actually start with hidayah. Hope my writing is okay. You have hidayah and the ya here. Let me use my hand. Sorry. Avoid that doesn't go. Right. Okay. doesn't become a mouse. It's not touchscreen. So I have to use this. Okay, nama. Hidayah. Okay, this is a ya here, or alif maksura. So that the two letters Hadalia. So when you put it becomes a fi'l amr. Okay, you add a hamza here. Actually, the fi'l mudhari will be yahdiyu. Yeah, then you remove the ya, you put a hamza, it becomes and you will be a sukun here, right? So when the ya, which is a weak letter, is a sukun, so they just write off. So just that's why you only hadan ihdi, and dal would take the ya you were given a kasra to replace the ya ihdi to allow speech ihdi. So that's why ihdi the ya is missing, right? That's why the ya here is missing. Okay? So ihdina means ihdi you show, you guide. Ihdi you guide. Hidayah from hidayah, you guide us. You guide us. Okay, so that is another fi'l, right? The other fi'l, the other verb. Any more verb after that? You have a fi'l mudhari, you have na'budu
An'amta.
and ihdina. Then you have an'amta. What fi'l is that? Is it a madi, mudhari, or amar? With the ta at the back. With the ta at the back of the word.
Madi majhul. Bukan.
No, it's not majul. Majul will be.
Bukan.
So, an'amta, the root word comes from nikmat. Nun, ain, mim. Nikmat.
Yeah.
Nikmat. An'amta, you had given us the favors. You gave us the nikmat.
Madi ya.
You have bestowed us the favors. The nikmat. An'amta, you had. So it's a madi.
Madi. You had
Okay.
given us.
Madi, an'amta. So if you look at the translation, show us the straight path, as-siratal al-mustaqim. Show us the straight path. Okay. Siratal ladhi, the path of those, siratal ladhi, an'amta, you have bestowed favors. You have bestowed nikmat on them, alayhim. Ghairil maghdubi, not that those who have incurred your wrath, and those who have incurred your wrath, al-maghdubi is a maf'ul upon them, and not those who are astray, who have gone astray. This is fine. Okay, but we learn today is about the verb. You have fi'l mudhari, na'budu, nasta'inu, and you have ihdina, show us, and an'amta fi'l madi. So in the Al-Fatiha is complete. Until Al-Fatiha is complete, you need to learn about the grammar and also the morphology. You have all the isms, you have the haraf, you have the mubalara, you have the isim fa'il, you have isim maf'ul, isim fa'il malik yawmiddin walad dalin, isim maf'ul maghdubi, you have the fil mudhari, na'budu nasta'in, you have the fil amr ihdi, and you have the fil madi an'amta. Right? So it's complete actually. You can memorize all the grammar forms inside here, then you are there. Meaning, how you recognize the grammar? Why is this ha take a kasra? We have learned that it's because of the lam, right? Not B. This is because it takes the adjective of adba. That's why it takes a kasra. Maybe next time I will explain in detail the grammar forms in the Fatiha. If you can memorize it, then you should be able to implement or apply it all the other surahs. Okay, let's continue with the other Okay, where am I? Let's go up to the next surah on this one. Okay, please now your job to identify the verbs. Okay, please. Alif Lam Mim Zalikal Kitabu la raiba fihi hudan lil muttaqin alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi wa yuqimuna as-salata wa mimma razaqnahum yunfikun. Okay, the first two sentences there are no verbs. The third sentence there are three verbs there. Can you please identify? That begins with a ya.
Yu'minu.
Yu'minu. Okay, the
Yu'minun.
ya. Because the third person form of verb plural is the most form, the one that appears most. Right? You have yu'minu.
From the word amanah.
Yukimu. Wa yukimu.
Wa yuqimu. And the other one?
Razaqnahum.
Razaqnahum. There are four, sorry.
Yunfikun.
Razaqna, and
Yunfikun.
There are four verbs there. Okay, let's analyze each one. Okay, yu'minu, it begins with a ya.
Yes.
Then
It's
the
wamun.
So
It's
it's
a
root.
plural.
What's the root word?
Amanah.
Amza mim nun, amana, iman, faith or belief. So yu'minu, they believe. Yu'minu, they believe. Okay, right? The second one, yuqimuna. Same, you have a ya in front, you have a waw nun, so it's plural third person. So it's they. What they do? What's the verb? You have qaf, ya,
Wamun.
kim. So its origin is kum, qaf, waw, mim. Okay, because qaf take a kasra, waw becomes a ya. So kim. So establish, stand. Kum means to stand firm, to stand straight. So the translation basically is establish, dirikan. Establish prayers. Wa yuqimuna salah, and they establish prayers. They establish prayers. Okay, they establish as-salah. Right? Okay, now we go to the third one. Razaqna. Razaqna. Okay.
Razaqna.
Is it a fi'l madi or fi'l mudari? It doesn't begin with alif nun ya ta, but it's a na at the back. So it is a fi'l
madi.
madi. Na means we. So we is the doer. We is the doer of that verb. What's the verb? What's the root word?
Razaqah.
Dal kof. Razak. Razak rezeki. Bestow. Provide. Okay, provide. We provided them. Razaqna, we provided them. So razaqna, we had provided them. So we provided them lah, past tense. Right? The fourth one is yunfikun. Yunfikun, right? Again, it's a third person because of ya and wa plural, so they. What do they do? What do they do? What's the root word?
Nafaqah.
Nafaqah. Nafaqah. They spend. Nafaqah means infaq, spend. Nafaqah, they spend money on your family, to your family, so it's spending. So nafaqah. Okay, so nafaqah means we spend, or they spend, how do they spend? Or they spend. So if you want to translate this sentence, allazina, okay, because the ayat goes, Zalikal Kitabu la raiba fi, this is the book that has no doubt whatsoever in it. Hudan lil muttaqin, a guidance for those who are righteous, those muttaqin. Allazina, those Who are the mutakin? Those are, they believe in the unseen, bil ghaibi, wa yuqimuna salah, and they establish salah, and wa mimma, and from what? Mimma is a mim nun, min and ma, mimma, and from what? From what? Razaqnahum, we have provided them. We have provided them. Yunfikun, they spend. Okay? Okay, that's what how you understand that sentence. Any question? Right?
Right.
How about the others? Dr. Sadi, are you okay? Are you still there?
She's away. Tinggal kejap.
Okay, Ajizan okay?
Okay, insyaAllah.
Okay, now the next sentence. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنْزِلَ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا أُنْزِلَ مِنْ قَبْلِكَ وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. Okay, identify the verbs. Okay, please. Identify the verbs for me.
Yu'minun. Yu'minun.
Same case, yu'minuna, sama kan? The same. Yu'minuna. If you have yu'minuna, same translation, they believe.
Yeah.
Any more? Any more verbs?
Unzila,
Unzila. What verb is that?
Fi'amadi,
Fil Madi and
Majhul.
Majul, like UI just now. Hushira, Uliba, Unzila. Actually, if you also use your listening power in the Quran, you can understand also, meaning it rhymes. Uliba, Hushira, Unzila, so it's a Majul. So Unzila, what's the root word? Nun Zailam, Nazala. Means,
Nazala.
Nazala means what? In English, reveal. Unzila, reveal. Okay, turunkan, reveal. Unzila means it is a majhul, passive. So reveal, R-E-V-L-E, reveal. Reveal ilaika, reveal to you. Okay, reveal is our expression, reveal to you. Wama unzila, same thing. Wama unzila. Okay, so it's a passive perfect past tense, perfect tense, passive perfect tense for singular, unzila. Okay. Okay, one more verb there.
Yuqinun.
Yuqinun. Look, did you notice that every verb here is for the third person form plural? Ya being ya means third person, wow plural. So what's the root word there? You have wow kof nun. Wow kof nun. Wow is because of the ya takes a kasra, take a dhamma. Okay, actually it should be a ya there.
Ya qaf nun.
Ya kof nun. Yakin. Yakin means something that you are very yakin. You
Sure.
yakin.
Certain.
What's the English term? Yakin?
Certain.
Certain. You are very certain. Yeah. Thank you, Fanjaina. That's why I have to practice my English translation. I've been talking in Malay, so my translator I'm missing. Okay, right. So you have yuqinun, you are certain. So you understand this ayat, walladhi, and those yu'minuna, they believe, bima, with what, unzila, revealed, that has been revealed, unzila, that has been revealed, ilaika, to you, wama, and what, unzila, that has been revealed, min qablika, from before you, qablika, before you, mean is from, qablika, before you, wabil akhirati, and with the hereafter, akhirat, hum yuqinun, they are certain, they are steadfast in their belief. yakin. Okay, right?
Right.
And do you have any verb up to that? Ulaika ala huda min rabbihim. There's no verb there.
No.
Ulaika ala huda min rabbihim. They are on the guidance from their Lord. Wa ulaika, and they are whom? They are al-muflihun, those who are successful.
Successful.
Right?
Yes.
So that's how you identify. We have another 10 minutes that we can continue. Let's go to the next ayat here. Right. And continue here. Right. I will clear the lines. Right. Now we have next sentence. Innal ladzina kafaru sawa'un 'alaihim a anzartahum am lam tunzirhum la yu'minun. There are many verbs here. Can you try the verbs?
Kafaru.
Kafaru. What verb is that?
Kafaru is fi'il madhi.
It's a madi verb. It's a madi verb. Kafaru. Madi verb. Kafaru. How do you know it has a lot of
Nothing in front.
Kafa. If it's plural,
Kafa.
wow. If it's singular, what would be how does it sound? Singular.
Kafaru.
Kafaru. Ra here take a fathah also. So kafaru. Becomes plural, the last letter takes a dhamma and add a waw alif. Kafaru. So what is the translation here?
They are non-believers. They don't believe.
Madi. So Madi kafaru, disobey. Those who have
disbelieve.
gone against God. Kafaru. Engage.
Those who disbelieve.
Those who disbelieve. Kafar, okay, those who disbelieve. Those who kafaru, those who have disbelief. Those who have disbelief. Okay, because a verb. Those who have disbelief. Okay, right?
Oh, okay.
Next one.
Anzartahum.
Anzarta.
Anzarta.
What verb is that?
Anzar.
Ta at the back. There are two words actually there. There are three words. Anzarta, there are three words. Is one. Anzarta is two. Home is three. So there are three words. So the verb is anzarta.
This is Amar.
Now is a madi. Anzarta. Remember Amar, you have a sukun.
Yes. Okay. Because I have to.
Or the waw alif at the back, right? So anzarta is a madi. Anzarta, the root word is alif nun zata. It's a rubai. Nun zata means a reminder. Peringatan, reminder. Anzarta, you have reminded. Anzarta, you have reminded. It's a past tense. You have reminded. So actually is a question. Alaihim tahu alim. Anzarta okay. Sama ada. Whether you have actually reminded them, okay. And lam tunzirhum is another verb.
Tunzir.
Okay. Now let's compare anzarta and tunzir. Have they the same meaning? Anzarta is a madi. Well, tunzir is a mudhari. So this is a past tense. This is a present tense. But lam actually is a past tense. The meaning is past tense. Lam means did not. Lam, if you translate it, did not. Is or that or that, or that. It's is or is like a question, or that. Lam, you did not remind them. You did not remind them. Only then after lam, you have to use a mudhari. You can use a, after lam, you have to use a mudhari. You can use a madi. Okay, so this one, anzartahum, whether you have reminded them or not, you have not reminded them, or you have not reminded them. Okay, la yu'minun. Okay, la yu'minun. This, so yu'minun and the form that we have the same. The third time we see yu'minun, they believe, right? La yu'minun, not they believe. They do not believe. La yu'minun, they do not believe. Okay, so you can see a lot of verb. Okay, so in this sentence, verily, those who have this belief, is a past tense. Verily, those who have this belief, sawa'un alayhim, the same upon them, on them. It's the same on them. Same on them. Anzartahum, whether you have reminded them, am lam tunzirhum, or you have not reminded them, la yu'minin, they do not believe. Okay, so that's how you actually identify the verbs. And then next week we start to learn about the grammar. Then you see why, you can see what, where are the objects of the verb, who are the doer of the verb. You can find. In fact, like here, amzata means you, you means they. Now let's try the last sentence. Khatamallahu ala kulli shay'in. Can I have someone to identify the verb? Okay, this should be our last sentence for today. Okay. Khotama. Okay. How does it look? Is the fail what? Khotama.
Madi.
Madi for the doer of the verb.
Allah.
Now the doer of the verb. Who is the doer? Who's the subject? Khotama. Huwa. He. Right? In this case, Allah. Allah khotama. Khotama means khotam. Khotam means seal. Seal. So it's past tense. Have sealed. Or has sealed. S-E-A-L-E-D. So Allah has sealed.
Has sealed.
Ala kulubihim, upon their hearts. Wa ala samihim, and upon their hearing. Wa ala absarihim, and upon their sight. The shower. A blockage. Walahum azabun azim. These are all isim. Walahum, and for them, azabun azim, a very great torment. Azabun azim, a great torment. Azab yang besar, a great azab. Right? So you have just one, khatam Allah. That's one verb. We should pass that. So you can see from what we have just seen from the first ayat, Alif Lam Mim just now, we see a lot of verbs all in the third person form, whether singular or plural. Of course, here is one case of second person. Anzarta tunzir. Okay, anzarta with the past tense, tunzir with the present tense. So that's how. The root word, you look at the form, then you look at the root word, then you try to remember. You don't have to try very hard to remember, just get on. Yeah. Then you'll, because in the first juzu, the first 20 pages of the Quran, 85% of the words there are repeated. So you will be seeing all these words over and over again as long as you read the Quran. So my technique here, I insist that you read the Quran every day. So it gives you the momentum, the motivation to read the Quran, and also try to recognize the words slowly. And you know, when we read the Quran, we read it every day and we repeat it. Okay, we khatam on a regular basis. At least 100 days lah, for those who want to really appreciate the Quran. At least 100 days you khatam once. Meaning 100 days is 3 months, 3.5 months. So 6 pages per day. 6 pages per day is not much. Okay, after Subuh, you print 6 pages per day. Okay, if you do it on routine basis, you can do it within 15 minutes or maybe the most 20 minutes, 6 pages. But when you're starting with BAQY, when you try to appreciate all the words, they'll take a longer time. But it has to be practiced, meaning if you read the Quran on a regular basis, spend maybe after Fajr prayers, if you read it smoothly, okay, just like you read normally, but after Asar, allocate 20 minutes to analyze 1 or 2 ayats. Where are the verbs, where are the nouns, where are the haraf, and try to understand the meaning. Then when you have finished this course, you know the grammar, then you know the vocabulary, you apply all the knowledge, and it will come out to you. Then you will realize that how the structure of the sentence is formed. And the structure is always repeated. Most structures are similar. Only maybe 10% of the Quranic structures are a little bit complex, but not difficult. Right? So it goes with practice. And the motivation of you reading the Quran and understanding the words that you read will give you greater motivation to read more, inshallah. Right? So, alhamdulillah. Do you have any question before we adjourn our course today? Right? Any question from me? Anyone?
It's okay. No.
Okay, if there are no questions,
No.
alhamdulillah, we meet again next week, inshallah. Okay, meet again.
Actually, what time do we start? What time do we actually start, Ustaz?
8:30.
Oh, 8:30. Okay.
8:30. 8:30 to
10:30.
10:30. Right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, jazakallah khair for your attendance and for your help, so that we can learn together. So that at least this recording, inshallah, I will post it in YouTube and also FB so that more people can start to understand the Quran. Right? Let me stop the recording. Okay.